The Bob Hope Show. And now, here is Bob Hope.
Very much. Thank you. Yes, sir. It's always a pleasure to be back in town and do a show for you folks. Hollywood audiences are so fast. No kidding. One almost caught me yesterday. I do so few shows here, I had trouble getting into NBC tonight at the artist entrance. I said to the man on the door, "But don't you recognize me? Look at my nose." And he said, "If you can't fight, why do you get into arguments?" But an exciting news item right now, you can now buy almost anything with just a small down payment. It'll mean more TV sets. Of course, Hollywood already has a terrific number of television sets. In fact, we have so many antennas that the smog is coming in shredded. There's so many TV antennas in California that they're interfering with the birds. This year, the only way the swallows could get back to Capistrano was to join the Automobile Club. Television is now America's favorite indoor sport. But I think the very last word in television is in the kitchen. They have it, you know. It's a combination television set and garbage disposal. If you don't like the programs, you press a button and start grinding ham bones. My shills are back there. But you know, television programs also have an effect on the education of children. There's a whole generation of kids that'll grow up believing that Washington crossed the Delaware because he needed another box of Ajax, the foaming cleanser. Of course, when I was a kid, we didn't have television. The only wrestling we saw was when we hid behind the couch. They've already tried teaching on TV as an experiment, but it didn't work out. When one little boy came to school the next day, the teacher said, "What did you learn, Tommy?" And he bowed and kissed her hand and gave her a lit cigarette. And the latest medical sensation is surgery on television. Imagine having your appendix out, then seeing it a year later. And you know how people always say, "Let me show you my operation." Now they get a channel and bring it right into your living room. Just as the surgeon prepared to remove the liver, the patient sat up and said, "But doctor, it's my tonsils." And the doctor said, "I know, but I'm trying to get a sponsor." Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, these are busy days in Hollywood. Among other productions, a Crosby Lamour Hope picture is in preparation. Right now, it's early morning on the lot, and Bob is in his dressing room waiting for his makeup man.
Oh, boy. Just getting up at 6 in the morning is murder. I was better off back in Cleveland. There I got to sleep until 7. Of course, I was working in a butcher shop. I had to get there before anybody else and change the lamb chops from their pajamas into their panties. Oh, well, it's a living. Come in.
Morning, Mr. Hope.
Oh, good morning, Fred.
If you'll sit in your chair, Mr. Hope, I'll start putting on your makeup.
Okay. My, you're certainly cheerful this morning.
Well, I like to work on your face.
Why?
It's such a challenge.
What do you mean?
Acres and acres of flab, and it's all mine.
You read that line so nice. All right, Fred, just do it, huh?
Well, you can't blame me for being excited. Working on you is one job where I feel like a witch doctor. Here I am with my little makeup kit struggling to undo something Mother Nature did in a nasty mood.
All right, Fred, let's not do a whole bit here. Just smear, huh?
Very well. First, let's get this cold cream on your neck. Whoops!
What's the matter?
I got my finger caught in a wrinkle. Now we'll just let that set for a minute, and while we're waiting, I'll just pluck your eyebrows.
Okay, take it easy, though.
Oh, this won't hurt a bit. Here we go. 1, Here's another one. Ooh, here's a doozer. This is a stubborn little one. I got it.
Oh, swell. If I ever need an extra eye, now there's a hole for it.
Well, let's see now. I think we're ready for the makeup now.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about that, Fred. What was that stuff you put on my face yesterday?
Oh, that's something new. And I know it's going to be wonderful for your face.
Why?
It's the same stuff they're using to pave the Hollywood freeway.
Look, Fred, let's get this thing over with, huh?
All right. I'll just put some of this powder on you. Put this towel around your head, and we'll just put this chin strap under your face. There.
Anybody here? Oh, hello, Fred.
Oh, hello, Miss Lamour.
Hey, Dottie, come on over here.
Who is it?
Who is it? Don't you recognize me? No, it's me, Dottie. Wait till I get this stuff off.
Oh, that's better.
You all set to go to work?
Uh-huh. Gee, Bob, it's just like old times doing a road picture with you and Bing.
Yeah, remember the first one? Boy, was I green. I kept messing up one scene, and I had to kiss you 500 times.
Yeah, then I turned green.
Go on, you loved every minute of it.
Well, I must admit that I've kissed a lot of leading men in pictures, but there's something about your lips that's different.
My tailor pads them for me. I've got the only tweed pucker in town.
You know, Bob, you've matured. You're really working hard on this picture.
Well, that's because of my new... I was working on my tweed pucker. Did you like it? I have a tweed pucker and a plaid head. Well, that's because of my new financial deal with Paramount. It's just wonderful.
Really?
Yes, rather than working on a straight salary, I'm paid on a cost-plus deferment basis, which is figured on a fiduciary arrangement over $1 million with the exhibitors cut east of the Rockies, which is included in the general corporation setup.
Oh, what does that come to?
About $25 a week.
Why don't you go to the unemployment office and cut out the middleman?
You know, Dottie, I'm glad you stopped by. There's something I want to talk to you about.
What's that?
Well, how shall I start? Well, let me put it this way. You, Bing, and I are making a picture. Now, let's evaluate the three of us.
All right.
Now, you're attractive, a good actress, and as for me, my looks and my acting ability, well, gee, I hate to say it.
But you will.
Well, I like to be honest.
Bob, what are you driving at?
Well, it's about Bing.
Well, what about him?
Well, Dottie, you know how it is in Hollywood. Some actors fade away, some disappear, some aren't as strong as they used to be. With Bing, it's different.
Different?
Yes, with him, rigor mortis is set in.
Oh, stop exaggerating.
Who's exaggerating? After we finish the scene, they put him back in the icebox so he won't fall apart.
Don't be silly. Bing's still wonderful.
Of course he is, but when you stack him up against us, I mean, why should he injure our brilliant careers?
I don't understand.
Well, after our last road picture, Paramount got a letter that said, Hope and Lamour were fine, but why did they need their grandmother in the picture?
Bob, are you sure that's what the letter said?
Well, I ought to be able to read my own writing. Now, here's what I had in mind. We got to protect this picture.
Oh, Bob.
Really, whenever we're shooting a scene, we got to hide Bing from the camera.
How can we do that?
Well, you could stand in front of him.
I will not.
All right, then I'll stand in front of him.
That'll hide everybody. Bob, I'm really surprised at you. After all, you and Bing have been friends for a long time.
Oh, please.
And he's done a lot for you.
Old hydromatic hips? What did he ever do for me?
Lots of things. Why, when you first came to Hollywood, you didn't know anybody. You couldn't get work. You were sick.
That's true. I almost froze to death posing for a calendar.
You were alone, friendless. You were like a little bird. And Crosby took you under his wing.
Well, that was nice, but he tried to sit on me and hatch me.
Bob, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, dreaming up a little plot like this.
Well, maybe you're right. It wasn't fair of me to think only of us. I take it all back. I wouldn't really do anything to hurt Bing anyway.
Well, that's better.
Hello? Yeah, this is Bob Hope. It's the production department, Dottie.
Oh?
What? He did? Why, he can't do that. Oh, he did, huh? Well, he hasn't heard the last of this.
Bob, what's the matter?
Crosby called to say he won't be in today. There'll be no shooting.
Why?
He's going to play golf instead. Why, the nerve of that monster. Did you ever see him play golf? It takes him all day just to play 9 holes. Every time he takes a step, he trips over his hearing aids.
Gee, he might have given us a little notice.
Well, that's the way he does things. He doesn't tell anybody. That's the way he foreclosed the mortgage on my house. Ooh, I'll fix him for this. I'll get somebody to replace him and have Paramount throw him out of the picture.
Who are you going to get to replace him?
Well, I'll get somebody. When I get through, he'd be sorry he did this. He'll be right back where he started from, on a milk truck.
You mean Bing drove a milk truck?
No, he pulled it. Here, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet a gal we've had the pleasure of working with several times this season. And here she is with Be Anything, Miss Peggy Lee.
Be a beggar, be a thief, be my sunshine or my grief, be anything, but darling, be mine. Be a wise man, be a fool, treat me tender or be cruel, be anything, but darling, be mine. Climb to the top of the ladder, be master of all you survey. Fail, and it still doesn't matter. If you love me, everything is okay. Be the angel of my prayers. Be the devil who cares. Be anything, but darling, be mine. Be mine. Be
Wonderful, Peggy.
And thank you, Bob, for that lovely introduction.
Yeah? Well, there's something I'd like to add.
What's that?
Les, may we have a big fanfare, please? Les, that was a fanfare? It was more like my paycheck after they take out the withholding tax. We were just going to do a few scenes from our earlier shows this year. For instance, down in Corpus Christi, Texas, we did a show for the boys at the Naval Air Station, and I played the part of a cruel, vicious sea captain.
Steady as she goes, helmsman, and look sharp. Captain Bligh is headed toward the bridge.
Mr. Christian.
Aye, aye, sir.
Mr. Christian, heave-ho your topside, mizzen up your spinnaker, jib your boom, and lay your forecastle.
What does that mean, sir?
I don't know. I'm mad with power.
Are you taking over, Captain?
Indeed, Mr. Christian. Bring me up to date. What progress have we made since this good ship left home?
Well, I have the log right here, sir. The first day we traveled 6 inches. The second day, 1.5 feet. The third day, 2 feet.
Not very good, is it?
No, sir.
Well, we'll go a lot faster once we get to the water. Mr. Christian, I run me ship as I please.
Sir, I'm duty-bound to tell you that I consider you the cruelest, most vicious, black-hearted, sadistic monster on the 7 seas.
Thank you. Mr. Christian, what's this? The men are approaching the bridge. They have weapons.
It's mutiny, sir. I warned you. Now your time has come.
No, no.
You may have your choice, Captain Bligh. Hang by a rope from a yard arm or be cast adrift in a dinghy.
No, not that. I don't know a thingy about a dinghy.
Very well, then. It's the rope, and here it is.
Just a moment. I'm not afraid to die, but grant me one request so that I may die as an Englishman and a gentleman.
What is your request?
When you put that rope around my neck...
Yes?
Please tie a Windsor knot. And some months ago, we were at Camp Pendleton for the Men of the Marines. We did a cute little sketch with a Scottish background.
Oh, Hector. Isn't it wonderful out here?
Oh, aye. Tis a brabrich moonlich nicht to nicht. It's fun to say, and the dew is good for the heather, you know. Look, dearie, I got a surprise for you. I brought you some candy.
Oh, Hector, you're too good to me.
Here it is.
Thank you. I've never seen candy exactly like this before. I couldn't stop it.
You're winding it up.
What kind is it?
Oh, they're called lifesavers. I'll bring you another one from the package tomorrow night. It's nice to be with you. Someday, when I'm a famous musician, we'll get married.
Daughter, where are you?
Oh, his father. He'd better not find me here with you.
Where are you, daughter?
I'm over here in the rye field, Father, trying to track down one of our lost sheep.
Bah.
Well, he shouldn't be hard to find. I see some footprints here. It's the only sheep in the field wearing army shoes. I thought so. Who is this bum?
No, Father.
I'm not a boom. I'm a boom. I'm a very accomplished musician, and someday I'll be very rich. Bah. I will. I just finished writing a wonderful song, and your daughter was the inspiration for it. I'll sing it to you. Listen. If a body meet a body coming through the rye, if a body miss a body, need a body.
Didn't miss that body, did I?
Say, I can remember another show we did. It was the Los Alamitas. And we did our version of the great motion picture, Death of a Salesman. My name is Willie Loman. I'm a salesman. Been a salesman for almost 40 years. I've sold everything in my time, but right now I'm selling garbage disposal units. And I'm good at it. The president of the company said I had the best head for garbage disposal he ever saw. But don't get the wrong idea. It ain't no fun being a salesman. All day long you stick your foot in the door and people slam it on you. Happened to me so many times I don't wear shoes, I wear door stops. Yeah, selling's my life, but I got a funny feeling something's going to happen. The boss of the company has called me into his office.
Sit down, Willie.
Yes, sir.
Willie, you've been with this company for 40 years.
That's right, sir.
Willie, it's a feeling up in the front office that you're slipping.
I'm not.
How about your last trip? You were in Wyoming, supposed to be selling swivel chairs.
Well, it's hard to sell swivel chairs out in the cow country. I got a cow to sit down on one, but her aim was bad and she missed the bucket. Are you you trying to tell me I'm through?
Afraid so, Willie. I'm going to have to give you your notice.
Oh, but you can't do this to me. I got a wife and family. I need the money. I'll do anything. I don't have to be a salesman. I'll be your office boy. I'll scrub the floors.
We have an old woman for that.
Let me scrub the old woman.
I'm sorry, Willie. We can't carry you. You're fired.
That's gratitude. 40 years with the company. 40 years of being a traveling salesman. I should have got that other job when I had the chance.
What other job?
Being a farmer's daughter.
Well, how could you be a farmer's daughter? You're not a girl.
What do them farmers know? They only feed the whole world and elect presidents. The number called Wing Ding, and I've asked Miss Peggy Lee to join me here tonight. Do it. Go.
Howdy, stranger. Anything I can do for you?
Yeah. Scratch my back.
Is that all?
No, one other little thing. Let's get a little life in this joint.
Okay, stranger. If that's the way you want it. Hold it, Jeff. Sam, bring out the dancing girl. I'm shouting, I'm singing. Tonight I'll do some flinging. Time to start the show.
I'm laughing, I'm humming, because I know what's coming. Things have been too slow, and now we'll make them go.
What a night for a wing ding. My baby's more than willing to make the evening thrilling.
Things are right for a wedding, and I can tell you, you can count on me. I got the maid I'm dating, waiting patiently.
I figure I'll be on the spree.
I'm for her.
I figure he's for me.
Tonight'll be a beauty.
Hip-to-hooty, what a time to be tingling. I'll soon be flying higher than a kite. Because tonight's my night to have a wing ding. There'll be real fine doings tonight.
I got the maid I'm dating, waiting patiently.
I'm suiting up to loosen up and have a spree. I'm for him.
I figure she's for me.
Tonight'll be a beauty. Hip-to-hooty, what a time to be tingling. I'll soon be flying higher than a kite. Because tonight's my night to have a wing ding. There'll be real fine doings. We'll leave the town in ruins. You and I do it tonight. Show's over, stranger. How'd you like it?
Oh, fine. Now, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah. Scratch my back.
The Bob Hope Show is brought to you through the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.